Hello, Alan. Last season, Sunderland had a very successful campaign. What are the prospects for this season?
Well, I think we'll do better this year. We're a young team, and I think we'll really do well.
What's the average age of the team?
About 23 and a half.
Now, this a success you had last year, has it had any advance on the bookings?
Yes, it's had a terrific effect. We've broken records this year. We're now beyond the £33,000 mark for season tickets.
That's a record.
That is, yes.
This is in direct contrast to 4 years ago when you came here. The club were in the doldrums and looked as though they might be going towards Division 3. How did you achieve this transition?
Well, we began a youth policy, which is showing results now. And against the background of that youth policy, we've bought bigger and better players.
These established stars, does this mean that the youth policy has gone?
Oh, no. No, that's bound to endure here. And the less we have to spend, the more we can spend on the people whom we really want or need, that the youth policy cannot produce itself.
If one includes Clough and Hurd in the forward line, what would you rate it under present financial values?
Well, it's difficult is that one, but because everybody's value is different. But I should say about £150,000 worth in that forward line.
Well, now you've also got a very strong half-back line in Anderson, Hurley and McNabb. They must rate pretty high too.
Yes, it's difficult to assess them because, well, my personal viewpoint would be millions.
But I would say then there's about £200,000 with only about 8 of your first-team players.
That's quite true.
Did you have to offer any extra pay incentives?
Well, we had no trouble at Sunderland in regard to signing players. We offered them what they knew the club could afford, and without exception, they accepted it.
What are your views on incentives?
Well, I like a player to feel secure. I would much prefer that he had a very high basic wage continually, rather than offer them fantastic incentives to play, because it works opposite sometimes. When they come out, they feel a sense of loss rather than of gain.
Now, if there were structural alterations in the league, what would Sunderland's view be to this?
Well, naturally, we would want to be in the top flight always. That's our aim.
Would you be prepared to spend money on established stars to achieve this end?
I should think this summer it's quite evident that we would.
So perhaps we might see Sunderland once again as the Bank of England team of the North East?
Yes, you could do, but against that you would have certain local players as well. Quite a number, I'm quite sure.
Thank you, Alan.
It's a pleasure.